In today's video, just for a change, I will challenge a flat earther's beliefs and call out their lack of evidence. I will provide scientific evidence, including live pictures of Earth from space, and discuss Earth's rotation and the concept of gravity. So let's give it a bash then, shall we? Please subscribe.
You notice that?
Yeah, we can all see it and we're very impressed. You've got a sunroof. Woohoo! And you know what really does deserve a cheer? These people, the ones who clicked on the super thanks button in the last video. Martin Ubani, Angie, Petermus Prime, Therese Finley and Dave Bird.
You're all awesome.
Clear blue skies, you know, just with these white puffy clouds, that's what your sky should look like.
Ah, well, my mistake. But still, if you think that's what the sky should look like, you've obviously never been to the UK. We tend to prefer a grey sky with a blanket of dark grey clouds. It's what we're used to. Not really sure what any of this has got to do with flat Earth, though. Can we skip forward a bit and get to the topic at hand? Something about gravity cancelling out our movement?
It's almost like a painting, doesn't it look it? Yeah. Well, let's talk about paintings. Let's talk about every picture of Earth that have been painted, stitched together.
Oh yeah, here we go. I better queue up my CGI clip, I suppose. CGI. And I, for one, can't wait to hear CC say NASA admits it's photoshopped and then play the it's Photoshop because it has to be clip.
They can't get out far enough in order to take a real picture of Earth.
Well, they couldn't just nip up there today and take a photo if that's what you mean, but they've done it already many times. And as I've said many times, the fact the flat earthers call the many pictures of Earth that we have from space fake, that doesn't actually make them fake.
You know, so they can't get an actual photo of Earth.
Actually, what am I talking about? There you go, an actual live picture of Earth from space. Just visit himawari8.nict.go.jp, or are they somehow faking the shape of Earth live as well?
But yet we can compose many pictures of other celestial objects out there, down to the greatest detail you could possibly imagine.
Yeah, we can. It's called astronomy, and it's absolutely fascinating to see the information we can gather using science. But to be honest, Cece, I really have no idea where you're going with this. Aren't you the president of the Space is Fake Club? So if space is fake, where exactly is your beloved flat Earth?
But you don't have one single picture of where you live.
I mean, if you lot think that every real picture of Earth is fake because it doesn't tie into the shape you claim to believe the Earth is, then surely by now someone would have been able to get high enough to take a picture of the entire flat Earth. Oh yeah, that's right. You can't, because according to your own belief, you don't have space to go into to be able to take your photograph of flat Earth.
Let's talk about, well, you know, one thing I do want to tell you about is this. Okay, this is toast.
Well, I'm so glad you told me what that was. I'd never been able to figure it out for myself. Funny though, because flat Earth is toast as well.
You're toast.
As in, it's over. It doesn't matter.
Oh, and by the way, I couldn't find, here, I don't know if this lighting is very good. I couldn't find any buttermilk anywhere. We have, here in Westchester County, we have a buttermilk shortage. I had to go to 3 different supermarkets in order to find it.
Ah, well, clearly the struggle is real then, CC. Can we just get to the point? These good people came to laugh at you about flat Earth, not to get an update on your grocery shopping habits.
That's like driving, I don't know, 10 or 15 miles in order to find a little container of buttermilk, which I never buy, I never look for, but Westchester County has a shortage of buttermilk. Makes no sense at all to me. Just like the toilet paper. Remember that? That's to wipe your ass. And that's when signified bullshit to you 3 years ago.
Now, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure that being this angry all the time can't be good for men our age, Cece. Take some deep breaths. Calm yourself, pal. Who am I going to make videos about if you snuff it?
Oh, okay, all right.
Flippin' heck, if only I could get my wife to listen to me like that.
So this is quoting NDT. Yes, that's your God. That's right, for the sleepers. For the people that are asleep, they listen to this guy.
What, you mean we listen to Neil deGrasse Tyson, the astrophysicist? Well, if by listen you mean enjoy his ability to explain complex scientific concepts in an accessible and engaging way, then yeah, I'm guilty as charged. And I also would understand why Neil deGrasse Tyson is so annoying to flat earthers. Because much like myself, he refuses to debate established facts. And quite rightly so.
And they actually believe what he says.
Sorry to interrupt you again while you're in full flow, but yeah, because that's a good way to learn about the universe, by listening to an actual astrophysicist, a scientist who studies celestial objects using principles from astronomy, physics, and chemistry. You can learn. Hang on a second, learn. Is that a word flat earthers will understand? Do they know what learning means? It doesn't seem like it to me, but what do I know? I mean, I'm just an idiot with face tattoos, and according to some of the comments I get on my flat earth video, they seem to think that that stops me from having any ability to understand physics.
So NDT is doing his podcast, and apparently he has some interesting information that I think you should really realize.
Yeah, we really realised that Neil deGrasse Tyson has interesting information a long time ago. That's why he's got such a huge fan base, because he makes science accessible and understandable to lay people like you and I, Chris. And I am really hoping that this is the part of your video where you actually start to talk about the topic you titled your video with. I mean, I love the sound of my own voice, and I really like making fun of flat earthers, but even I need a topic to work with, so let's be having it then.
For your knowledge, and he explains exactly the weight of a human, you know. But hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Hardly. We're already at the 3-minute mark of your 5-minute video, and you're only just starting to touch on the topic, which was gravity.
Let's first go back to what he said about spinning at 1,000 miles per hour.
Okay, let's waste mine and your time again by explaining this to flat earthers. The Earth rotates on its axis once every 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4.09053 seconds. But flat earthers conveniently forget to mention that important detail. While spinning and rotating are often used interchangeably, spinning refers to an object rotating around its internal axis, while rotating can refer to any circular or curved motion. Now, just because something is rotating, it doesn't necessarily mean it's spinning, but let's not get caught up in semantics. Whether you call it spinning or rotating, the Earth does it once every 24 hours.
Okay. All right, that's right. Okay, so the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour. Good. Now, we're revolving around the sun at 18 miles per second. Correct. This is quoting NDT. Okay. And you don't feel any movement at all, right?
Yeah, that's right. The reason we don't feel Earth moving is because we are moving with it. Earth's rotation is a smooth, steady motion, and our bodies and everything else around us are rotating at the same speed as Earth. This means that we don't feel any sudden jolts or changes in speed that would make us feel like we were on a roller coaster. And our brains have adapted to the Earth's rotation too. The vestibular system, which is in a year, I'm Welsh, which helps us keep our balance and sense of where we are, can handle the slow, consistent motion of the Earth. It's like when you're sitting in a car, you don't feel it moving because your body and brain have adapted to the motion of the car. So in a nutshell, we don't feel Earth moving because us and everything else is moving at the same constant, smooth speed. And our brains are used to it. Well, most of our brains anyway.
Do you feel any movement at all? You're revolving around the sun at 18 miles per second. Per second! Do you feel any movement, is my question.
Well, like I just said, at great length. No, we do not. Am I missing something here, or is CC just CCing?
No. Apparently to NDT, in Ecuador, he loves to do that, we will weigh less.
Now, it actually is true that a person would weigh a bit less at the equator than at the poles, because the Earth's not a perfect sphere. It's kind of like a squished ball, and this squishiness means that the Earth bulges out at the equator and is flatter at the poles. Now, since weight is determined by the gravitational pull between an object and the Earth's mass, the distance between an object and the Earth's center is important. At the equator, you're further away from the Earth's center than you are when you're at the poles, which means you would feel a little bit less weight. But, and this is a big but, the difference is tiny, only about 0.5% of your total body weight or mass. So you're not going to feel like you're flying or anything.
So that's great. So the entire population of America, who have become these fat slobs, should just move to Ecuador. You'll be 6 or 7 pounds lighter.
Okay, let's see your work then, Chris. Because if I take an overweight American, let's say a 400-pound man, and follow along with your thought process, he would have needed to have been weighed at the North Pole. And in Ecuador, he would weigh 398 pounds. Now, I can lose 2 pounds by taking a big steamy dump in the morning. A move to the equator just isn't needed, just in case anyone was thinking of following through with CC's advice.
See, now that's a scientist. Of course, he doesn't have any background at all in that term of profession, but...
What? What the hell do you mean Neil deGrasse Tyson doesn't have a background in science? You must mean he doesn't have a background in science, apart from him earning his Bachelor of Science in Physics from Harvard University in 1980, after which he went on to earn his Master of Arts and Doctor of Philosophy in Astrophysics from Columbia University in 1983 and 1991 respectively. So yeah, apart from all those things, I would agree. Neil deGrasse Tyson does not have a background in science.
People look up to him. He's the...
And why, pray tell, do you think people look up to Neil deGrasse Tyson?
That's right. You want to go see him, go down to the Hayden Planetarium. Maybe I'll stop by there one time and try to get there early in the morning while he pulls up in his chaperone of people, I'm sure, that are surrounding him, because he won't answer any questions. He won't
debate established facts. Yeah, we know. Strange that, isn't it? It's almost as if he's got better things to do than debate morons who claim to believe that the Earth is a space pizza in fake space, or whatever the hell flat earthers are saying they believe this week.
Debate anybody at all. This is your scientist. This is the people. These are the people that the trained rats, the NPCs, listen to.
Now, I don't want to be pedantic, but Neil deGrasse Tyson is one guy, so unless he's schizophrenic, he's a person, not people. But I'm just splitting hairs now and trying to get a cheap laugh. Any other words of wisdom to add to this conversation, Chris?
Wake the f*** up, people. You've been lied to all of your life. And if you can't wake up and realize it, then go back to f***ing sleep and get the f*** off my channel.
Ooh, well, that's me told, and my answer to that ever so polite request is no, I don't want to. As always, thank you to everyone who hit the super thanks button on the last video. I really do appreciate your support. If you want to support what I do here, then it's all linked below. Patreon, my Amazon wish list. But if all you can do or all you want to do is watch my videos, then do me a solid and hit the like button before you leave. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you next Tuesday. Love you, bye.
Alright, watch this next. But before you do, make sure you subscribe. By order of the Creaky Blinder.